And to the other Labor retreat today, the little smack. The High Court will next month rule on another case that could force the government to release even more immigration detainees, including foreign criminals, this time those who refuse to go home and can't be forced to. So today, Immigration Minister Andrew Giles rushed in new legislation at the very last minute, given that Parliament's about to stop for 6 weeks after tomorrow, to create a new crime ahead of that decision. The crime of refusing to cooperate with being sent home. And the penalty, up to 5 years jail. Now, these new laws would also give the Immigration Minister the power to say to countries that refuse to take back citizens who don't want to be sent back, and that's particularly Iran, that they will be punished. None of their citizens will be allowed to come here on a visa, unless, they've got close family here or something like that. Now, maybe this is going to work. But why this rush and this secrecy? Now, the government didn't show the opposition this legislation until this morning, although it had printed the documents on Friday.
Did the minister come to us and say, OK, we want to give you this legislation so that you can look at it over the weekend, so that you can make sure there's no unintended consequences? No, he did not. He sat on it over the weekend. He sat on it yesterday and then presented it to us today.
Now, the opposition did force the government to at least agree to a 2-hour inquiry tonight, 2 hours, into the legislation ahead of the final Senate vote tomorrow. Now, neither side really wants to seem weak on our borders. A lot about politics here. But, I'm uneasy. This legislation, for instance, could let the minister force someone who really did have a genuine fear of persecution to cooperate in getting sent back to where they came from. Now, shouldn't this need more than a couple of hours of investigation, a bit more debate? But I tell you, this government now is in a panic.